How's it going, beautiful people? Welcome to Yanda Sports Take. And I'm here with a fellow football enthusiast and friend of mine, Sichaba Motia.
Hi guys, lovely to be here on the show, and hopefully we can have a wonderful time on this podcast. Shout out to Yanda, let's get right into it.
All right, as you guys may know, I'm Sianda. I'm the host of Yanda Sports Take, and let's get straight into it, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about football's biggest traitors, backstabbers, Delilahs, Judas, you name it, the biggest backstabbers in football. Do you have anyone in mind?
Hey man,
start us off?
The first thing I think of when I hear backstabbers, I'm like the OJs, but more relevant to the topic. Backstabbers, the number one. I mean, yeah, he's a pantomime villain. I don't know. For me, it's kind of weird because like I'm on the other side of it. I benefited from it, but like Saul Campbell.
Oh,
that was
Saul Campbell.
That was horrendous. That was like
soulless Campbell.
It's soulless. No, it's the fact that he was captain of Tottenham Hotspur, and after being captain of Tottenham Hotspur, I swear there was a quote that he mentioned sometime after the Invincibles campaign where he was like, "I always wanted to win the Premier League at White Hart Lane, so I moved to Arsenal."
Only for him to go to Arsenal on a free. People on a free.
No,
Tottenham didn't even get a cent.
He said no. It's the fact that he said this after the Invincibles campaign. He said, remember, at the Invincibles campaign, he won the league at White Hart Lane. Then said, I always wanted to win the league at White Hart Lane, so I moved to Arsenal.
Is it safe for him to walk around North London?
No, genuinely, I don't know.
I
don't know. I really don't know. It's tricky, but for me,
yeah, so
especially around about the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and areas like that, it's definitely not going to be the most friendly environment for him.
Okay, who else do we have on the list? This one for me, I feel like is one of the worst. This one is inexcusable. That's Robert Lewandowski from Borussia Dortmund to Bayern Munich. On a free. Think about this. You're the best striker in the Bundesliga. And didn't he win league titles with Dortmund?
So,
because Dortmund won the 2011 Bundesliga and 2012.
Yes.
I may be wrong, but Lewandowski was part of those teams.
Yes, he was.
Only for him to then leave on a free to the biggest rivals.
Well,
that is.
Here's my chat.
Yeah.
In the same vein, you can go ahead and say that, but Mario Götze did the exact same thing. He left Borussia Dortmund on a free to go to Bayern.
No. Götze, they got money for him.
Oh, they got money?
They got money for him.
They got money for him?
It wasn't a free. It was like 35 million euros, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I say Lewandowski is worse.
Okay, no.
Lewandowski takes the cup for me. Because you're one of the best strikers in the world already, right? You're a free agent. You could go anywhere. You're Robert Lewandowski. You're a free agent. You could go anywhere. But you go to to Dortmund's biggest rivals.
Okay, that is definitely unforgivable. And he's a Bayern legend. He went on to win the Champions League with them after enduring Champions League failure the previous year.
Yeah, man. But Götze, let's not put Götze off the hook just yet, because like he announced his move before they were playing a Champions League final.
Not only that was after such a successful campaign where he announced himself pretty much to the world as one of the best attacking midfielders Germany has to offer, and potentially even the world at the time. Because I mean, who else did you have in the number 10 position that was really killing it? You had Ozil, who was, not in the same league. You had Thomas Muller, who, I mean, yeah, he's Thomas Muller, but he wasn't really lighting up the league with regards to his the eye test. He wasn't that dazzling footballer. Mario Götze was that dazzling footballer. He had the aesthetic quality to him,
wasn't he? I think he even won the Golden Boy award.
Yeah, he did,
for best player 21 and under.
Yeah, he did. It was crazy, but like Götze, yeah. And I mean, listen, shout out to Mario Götze. He had a splendid career, although it came to a bit of a halt once he moved to Bayern Munich. But I don't know. His move was just so poorly timed.
Like in that Champions League final, Dortmund versus Bayern, you've already announced that you're going to Bayern.
His heart was in
Who
the
do you
wrong
support
place.
in that instant?
His heart was in the wrong place. At that point in time, he'd already done the deed. Not to
Yeah.
say that in the wrong way, but he'd already gone ahead and been like, oh yeah, I'm going to Bayern Munich, and then he has to go ahead and play a Champions League final against this team.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the most obvious one, the one that they probably is wondering, why haven't you brought this up yet? And that's Luis Figo.
The pantomime villain.
Going from Barcelona to Real Madrid.
I mean, here's the thing: there are people who have played for both clubs, and let's not get it twisted. There are players who have played multiple times for both clubs, and I mean, Ronaldo Phenomenal has done it. Luis Enrique has done it. Michael Laudrup has done it. But the way in which Luis Figo went to Real Madrid in that moment in time, during the Galacticos period, for the money. I mean, listen, this guy was already killing it at Barcelona. He was a superstar. And then for this mega money move, he goes over to their biggest rivals.
And what makes it worse is that Perez, in his presidential campaign, said, if you make me president, I'll sign Luis Figo. Do you have any idea how embarrassing it is to then go to Real Madrid after he said that? That is just, Figo.
Is it embarrassing? I feel like it's more of a I get it, but it's more of a power play on Perez's part, because I mean, the fact that he actually had the pull to pull that off.
Yeah, Perez is probably the best football president in the world.
Definitely got the most political power in the footballing world.
Yeah, no, he's the best president I know of. Okay, let's see some other names here. Should we go Tevez? Going from
Man
United to Man City.
All I know is
their first league title in like 40-something
All years. I know is there was that one match, that one fated match. You see, man goes ahead and scores. I think it was at OT.
Okay.
I think it was at OT. And then he celebrates in front of Sir Alex Ferguson with this celebration, saying, hey man, talk now. He really was. And I think that was the time when there was that big sign painted in Manchester saying, welcome to Manchester, all in blue. That Manchester City had put up in the city.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah. No, that's crazy.
Tensions ran high at that time. I may be wrong, guys. You can tell me in the comments if I'm right or if I'm wrong, but yeah. I mean, I doubt we'll see many as bad as that, but when I can think of off the top of my head, for me, this was personal because of the timing, because of the way that things went afterwards. Robin Van
RVP.
Persie.
Robin Van Persie.
I hate that man with my very soul. You see, this man goes ahead and is like, oh.
How can you blame him though? He wasn't winning trophies for years.
No, here's my chat. And I get, like, listen, I get it, man. There's the whole thing of, there were negotiations, contract negotiations and whatnot. Arsenal wasn't willing to give him a contract, but he was waiting for Arsenal to come back to him with a contract offer and this and that. But how do you go ahead in your first press conference? You're trying to be sensitive about the issue. You're like, oh no, it's always been a dream to play for Manchester United. I came here to win titles. I came here to win titles? You started debuting for Arsenal the season after the Invincibles. And now you go to Manchester United, you're like, I came here to win titles.
Yeah. But yeah, no. That was also a big one. Can you think of any others?
Personally, that I can... I'm like, I don't know how deep this is, man.
Ashley Cole?
Oh, man, that one's on site. Ashley Cole is deep. That one was deep, especially because of the timing. I mean, you're an Invincible. You had the Champions League final, and then you just, I'm going to dip and go to them lot from Kings Road. Like, really?
Yeah, man.
Really? For the money? And, like, I know he goes ahead and says, I wasn't a sellout. Like, but seriously, you weren't a sellout? I get that Arsenal wasn't running their stuff properly, but You could have insisted that you don't go. Like, look at Conor Gallagher, for example. Conor Gallagher was offered the opportunity to go to West Ham. He was offered the opportunity to go to Aston Villa. As a matter of fact, they were going to do a swap deal. The clubs had agreed. Fabrizio Romano reported that the clubs had agreed. There was a swap deal that was going to happen. Conor Gallagher goes from Chelsea to Aston Villa. Jean Duran goes from Aston Villa to Chelsea. Conor Gallagher insisted, I don't want to play for another club in England. Rather send me to Atletico. Ashley Cole could have easily done that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's even worse when you have options, but you still choose to go to a rival. Like, that's absolutely... Like, you can't make an excuse for that. That's why, for me, the Lewandowski one, it's like, bro, like, if you're going to go to a rival, at least make sure that your club gets something for you. You know what I mean? Instead of going for free. Like, it blows my mind. But Barcelona, didn't they pay a release clause? For Figo, didn't they pay a release clause?
I don't
think it
know.
was set at 60-something million. Barcelona always sets these release clauses thinking that nobody can match them. But then it happened with Neymar, they matched it. It happened with Figo, they matched it. It's like, now that's why they're setting some at like billions.
Neymar.
Nah, Neymar's not a traitor.
Neymar.
Nah, Neymar's not a traitor.
Neymar.
Nah, Neymar's not a traitor. He didn't go to a rival.
Neymar.
He didn't go to a rival.
Money FC.
Hey, man.
Money FC. We had the heritage. We had the team. Messi goes, that team. Apologies.
Yeah.
Neymar goes, that team was his. Messi goes. Where
was Messi gonna
that
go?
team.
Where was Messi gonna go? Messi. Even when Messi left Barcelona, he wasn't ready to leave Barcelona. When was he gonna? And how long was he supposed to wait till Messi turns 35, 34?
He could have won another Champions League at the very least.
Nah, I think the club was going south. Because remember, they 2015 they won the treble, then the double, then they only won a Copa del Rey. You understand? I feel like the club was, on a decline. But with all that said, thank you guys for tuning in. This is football's biggest traitors, and we hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, and please let us know in the comments
who
you think is football's biggest traitor. Maybe there are names that we haven't mentioned yet. Maybe there are names that we're not aware of at the moment. So please do make sure and hit the likes button. The like button,
and
folks.
don't forget to subscribe. Cheers, guys.
Yes, sir. Cheers.